Injured alien soldier stunned when humans come to his rescue. The battlefield was silent except for the low crackle of smoldering wreckage. Plasma fire had scorched the ground, leaving blackened scars across the soil of ONN4. Corporal Drix Talvan of the Vorrik Dominion lay half-buried beneath twisted metal, one leg pinned and useless. His breathing rasped, shallow and wet. Every attempt to push the beam off his leg sent lightning bolts of pain through his chest. The Vorrik were bred for war, reptilian giants with scaled hides and powerful limbs. Drix had trained all his life to expect loyalty only from his own kind. Mercy was a weakness. The Dominion taught that no soldier should expect it from strangers. Which is why, when the soft-skinned bipeds appeared over the ridge, Drix braced himself for the end. Humans. The enemy approaches. The Vorrik had heard stories of humanity. Fragile, strange, unarmored creatures who fought with wit instead of scale or claw. The Dominion considered them undisciplined, reckless, and dangerous because of it. Drix snarled, baring his teeth as the humans sprinted closer through the smoke. His hand closed around the grip of his sidearm, though the weight was more comforting than useful. He would not be taken alive. The first human reached him. A woman, lean and dust-streaked, dropped to her knees beside him. Her wide eyes met his. "Stay still. We've got you," she said. Her words stunned him more than any plasma bolt. The rescue begins. 2 more humans appeared, lifting at the beam that pinned him. They grunted, faces red with effort. On 3, one muttered. Drix blinked, confused. They weren't finishing him. They were trying to free him. The woman pressed a hand to his chest, applying pressure where plasma had seared his armor. "You're losing blood. Just hang on." Drix growled, voice raw. Why would you help me?" Her gaze flicked to his. "Because you're alive. That's reason enough." The words were incomprehensible. Mercy for an enemy? Mercy for a Vorrik? Pain and confusion. The beam shifted. Drix roared in agony as his crushed leg came free. His vision blurred, but he was dimly aware of humans working with frantic urgency. One injected something cold into his arm. Another bound his leg with cloth. He managed a ragged laugh. "You think helping me makes us allies?" The woman shook her head. "No. It makes us human." Her tone was steady, almost gentle. Drix could not find a reply. Retreat through fire. Explosions sounded nearby. The Dominion's war machines were regrouping. The humans exchanged glances, urgency flashing in their eyes. "We need to move him," one said. Drix hissed. "You'll slow down. Leave me." "That's what soldiers do." The woman snapped back, "That's not what we do." With surprising strength, the humans hoisted him onto a stretcher. Drix, nearly twice their size, expected them to falter. Instead, they carried him with grim determination, stumbling but refusing to stop. Plasma fire streaked across the sky as they wove through smoking ruins. Every jolt sent pain through his body, but another feeling gnawed at him harder, bewilderment. Why risk themselves for him? Shelter. At last, they ducked into the hollowed remains of a transport craft. The humans set him down, panting from effort. One immediately scanned his vitals with a compact device, while another handed the woman water. Drix stared at them. "You would risk your lives, for me. A Dominion soldier." The woman nodded once. "War doesn't erase compassion." He shook his head. "In the Dominion, compassion gets you killed." "Then maybe," she said softly, "that's why you keep fighting wars." Her words lingered. A lesson in humanity. They worked on him for hours, cleaning wounds, applying strange foam that hardened into protective cast. The humans shared their water, even though rations were scarce. Drix listened, silent, as they spoke quietly among themselves. They worried for comrades, debated the best route back to their lines, even joked despite the danger. Their bond was palpable. At one point, the woman caught him watching. "What is it?" he rumbled. "You fight like predators. But you treat each other like kin." She smiled faintly. "That's how we survive." An alien realization. For the first time, Drix considered that survival might mean more than strength and dominance. The humans were weak by Dominion standards, thin bones, soft hides, no claws or armor. Yet they endured. Not because they abandoned the fallen, but because they carried them. Perhaps that was their true strength. Return to lines. At dawn, the humans began moving again, carrying him between them. Enemy patrols scoured the area, but they pushed forward, fearless. Eventually, Federation banners appeared on the horizon. When Allied medics rushed forward, Drix expected his rescuers to hand him over coldly. Instead, the woman gripped his clawed hand briefly. "You'll make it," she said. He stared at her. "Why?" "Because someone should," she replied. Aftermath. Drix recovered in a Federation hospital. Vorrik officers demanded his return, but the Federation refused until his wounds healed. Lying on the recovery bed, Drix replayed the moment over and over. The beam lifted, the hands that refused to let go, the voices saying he mattered. In the Dominion, he would have been left to die. Among humans, he had been saved. Epilogue. Years later, Drix would tell young recruits. The humans are dangerous, yes. But not because of their weapons or their cunning. They are dangerous because they refuse to abandon even strangers. They will run into fire for you, even if you are their enemy. And if you ever see a human running toward you on the battlefield, do not assume it is to kill you. Sometimes, it is to save you. And that is far more terrifying.